Hey everybody, welcome back to some new geometry work. Today we're off the triangles. We will not be using them anymore. We have some polygons to get to, some quadrilaterals and some circles, and some 3D shapes. But please don't forget some of the basics about triangles, because most shapes have a triangle somewhere inside of it, and we use some of that knowledge from triangles to help us find out new information on other shapes. So, this first one's called the polygon interior angle theorem, and we're going to be working on figuring out how many degrees all the angles are inside of some polygon. All these will add up to some number, and we want to be able to figure out what that total is without trying to add them all up. In other words, find an easy way to do it. So we have that, and we're going to do that here with you in a second. But let's start with an easy shape. Like, let's say we take a triangle here, and I'll try to draw a nice one there. Oh, it went away. Let's try again. There we go. Well, now it's a quad. One more time. So a triangle, as you know, has 180 degrees. And we'll show some, using this theorem here, this polygon interior angle theorem, we're using this to help us find the degree total. So how it works is this. You take, so n is the number of sides. So you take, a triangle has 3 sides, so it's 3 minus 2 times 180. And that's going to give you the number of degrees. Well, 3 minus 2 is 1. And 1 times 180 gives you 180 degrees. So it works for that particular shape. And I'll show you how it works for some other shapes as we go forward here. So let me just show you a square here quick. See if I can get that there for you. There you go. You got hold on a second. You got 1, 2, 3, and 4 angles, or 4 sides, right? Let's try that in the formula. So it's going to be, it's n minus 2 times 180. So it's 4 minus 2 times 180. Well, 4 minus 2 is 2. That times 180 gives you 360 degrees. So it's pretty simple to work with. And one more we'll do here. This example they give you, they have 6 in this picture right here. They have 6 sides right there. Let's see if we can find out how many degrees that'll be. So we'll do that one quickly as well. So it's 6 sides, or 6 angles. They're both always going to be the same. So it's 6 minus 2. And put that in parentheses so you know that step gets done first. Times 180. Let's see. So 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 times 180. That will be 720 degrees. That's how it works. Now we don't know how many degrees each of these are just yet. We have no idea, and we'll show you some of that later. Okay. Now we won't do example 1 because it's a big number of sides. But if you want to try here real quick, you can probably do this. I'm counting the sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has 8 sides. And I'll set it up for you. I just don't have a calculator with me. So it's going to be 8 minus 2 times 180, or 6 times 180. And that will be how many degrees that is for that particular polygon. All right, so now we showed you how to take the number of sides and get us degrees. Let's now take the degree number and find out how many sides go with it. So let's try something we know, which is a triangle. We use the same formula, and now we're trying to find n, the number of sides. So example 2 says, I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm just going to make up some other examples as well. But it says the sum of the measures of an interior angles of a convex polygon is 900 degrees. Classify the polygon by the number of sides. And that's what we'll do once we figure out the number of sides it has. But let's do an easy one first. Let's do a triangle first. So we know if it's a triangle, the triangle has 180 degrees, correct? We also don't have 3 sides, but let's show how it works with this formula. So we have n minus 2 times 180 equals 180. Now to find out the number here, we need to get rid of the 2 and the 180 on the left. We want to isolate this n by itself by getting rid of this thing, the 2, and the 180. So to do that, this is a little trickier math. We're going to first divide both sides by 180 to get rid of the 180 on the left. So I'm going to divide 180 here, divide 180 here. This will go away. This just becomes a 1. So I'm stuck with n minus 2 equals 1. And now I just got to get rid of the 2 by addition. So I'm going to add 2 to both sides. And of course, n equals 3. Again, we were given that 180 degrees, how many sides does it have? We got n equals 3. All right, the example they give you here, I'm going to erase all this to show you, well, I guess I could do it on the side. They have degrees equals 900 degrees. So the formula is going to be, since we don't know the number of sides, it's going to be n minus 2 times 180 equals 900. Because they gave you the degrees, you just don't know the number of sides. All right, so we're going to divide, isolate that n. So we have to get rid of the 2 and the 180. So you got to get rid of the 180 first by division. 180, 180. And I think 900 divided by 180 is 5. So that cancels out. That's going to give me 5 on the right. So I have n minus 2 equals 5. And the rest of the math is quite simple. I'll just add 2 again to both sides. And that's going to be n equals 7. So 900 degrees, that's just problem for example 2, give me 7 sides. So the math's a little trickier with those because they do some division of some big numbers. But once that's done, you just have to add the 2 to it by addition. Let's try a few more examples for you here. We'll do these two here. The coin shows the shape of a regular 11-gon, so it's 11 sides. Find the sum of the measure of the interior angles. Well, let's just plug in, we know the end's 11, we plug that 11 into the formula and then multiply. So for number 1 here, it's going to be 11 minus 2, parentheses, times 180. And 11 minus 2 is 9, so it's going to be 9 times 180. Doing that in my head here. 9, so it's going to be 1620 degrees for 11 sides. All right, number 2 says the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a convex polygon is 1440. They're telling you that's how many degrees all the sides add up to. All the angles add up to. 1440. So my formula is going to be, for number 2, it's going to be n minus 2 times 180 equals 1440 degrees. So again, we have to do division here to get rid of that 180. So divide both sides by 180. Left side, that cancels out. So we have n minus 2 on the left. This could be 8. And then, you add 2 to both sides to get rid of the negative 2. So n would equal 10 sides. All right, now, the next thing. Do a couple examples with some algebra. It says find an unknown interior angle measure. Find the value of x in this picture on example 3. So you look at the picture and you say, okay, I see it's got 4 sides, 4 angles. They give you 3 of the angles. You're missing 1. So you know that those 4 angles will add up to some sum, but I don't know how big that number is going to be. So I know it's 4 sides and 4 angles, so I must do this formula first to find out how many degrees the total is. So I've got to go and I've got to follow this formula first to find out how many degrees is the total. So it's 4 sides, 4 angles. So it's 4 minus 2 times 180. That equals 2 times 180, or 360. So a 4-sided shape has interior angles adding up to 360 degrees. All right, so we know that now, and we know these 3 angles are given to me. I got to find this 4th one. Well, I know that the sum of all of these angles, add them all up, right? That should equal to 360. So I set that up as an equation, and I'll put the x first. So I have x plus 108 plus 121 plus 59 equals 360. Well, that's not so bad. Just got to add up the 3 numbers on the left. X plus 288 equals 360. And all I have to do now is subtract the 288 from both sides. And I should have an answer here. I have x equals to 72 degrees. So again, you got to find out the total first by using the n minus 2 times 180 formula. that number for total degrees will be the sum of the number of angles you have in your shape. All right, one more example, and then we'll give you some work to try out. They want you to find the measure of angle S in the picture. Now, S and T are the exact same. You notice the picture here? That they are both the same values. Okay? So they're unknowns, and they're the same. So they're basically going to be the same X, or unknown. So I'll call them both X, because they're the same values. So I'll just call them X and X. And now those 5 angles all add up to some number. I have no idea what the number is. Well, it's 5 sides or 5 angles, so I'm going to use the formula again of n minus 2 times 180 equals some degrees. Well, it's 5. You can count them all up there, including the 2 x's. So it's 5 minus 2 times 180. And it's going to be 3 times 180. It looks like it's going to be 3 times 180. Is that 540? Yeah, I think it's 540 degrees. That's the total for that particular shape, for that pentagon. All right, I have to add up all 5 of those. All 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They all add up to be the 540. So I make one long line of those values. I'll do the x's first. Of x plus 93 plus 156 plus 85. That's all 5, right? Equals 540. All right, so they add up. Well, the 2 x's will add up to 2x plus 334 equals 540. Well, now I just have to subtract the 334 from both sides. So minus 334. Hope I got that right. 334. And I have now 2x equals, that's going to be 206. Hey, look, it's an even number. Divide by 2, x is 103. So both of those angles are 103 degrees. 103 and 103. All right, so there's 2 examples of those for you also. All right, there's some problems for you to try out. And then we'll talk to you at our live session either Tuesday or Thursday. Thanks.